What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out DEGEN. So my DEGENs, hit that like button, subscribe for more. Let's get into it. So poor old DEGEN, we had this 1558 level up for a while. Could not hold it. Attempting to invalidate the 1-2 setup once again. This isn't new, right? This isn't new to the DEGEN community. We had this invalidated through here. Okay, so this was a no-go. We have, this impulse, and that's nice little 1, 2, A, B, C, 3, 4. Maybe we get a double bottom for a 5. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty sad. It looks pretty, you're cupping down into support now, right? If I invert the scale, if we look at that now, how you're cupping into, that just looks to me like we want lower, which is hard to believe, but if it's not ready, it's not ready. What do we got? We're at $22 million asset. It can move very quickly to the upside or to the downside, either way. For us to stay, for the move to stay valid, we need to stay above 1039. 1039. We come down here and we come up, we're good. We come down here and we close down below here, no good. Need a whole another 1-2. And that just means if we close down below there, we're probably getting some sort of, it's hard to imagine, but another low. I think we'd get another low, right? Where are we at right now? We've already closed down below this 1218, rejected it almost to the T. I mean, what is this open at? 1218, right on cue. For us to really think that, we're breaking out, that we need to, get higher. There's just so many, areas of resistance. But it's a $22 million asset. This thing can move and groove pretty quickly. We all know DEGEN. We're very fond of DEGEN. 1272. We're going to, if you have a 1-2, A, B, C, that is pretty. I mean, it's a completed move. What are we at right here for this A wave? Yeah, we're past the 1618. The 2 is right here. This is where the 2 is at, right here. That's the 2. Could find some support there. We've already dropped down below here. And then the 2618, I mean, that's as low as I, would expect it to go, but it's still, you're down below a tenth of a cent once again. That would be the idea. If you come up, you get a fourth, and then you get that would invalidate everything. That would mean, this, we would have to go through, if this does get invalidated, we'll go through and do a count to see what's going on, because as of right now, we do have a breakdown, right? We have a breakdown. Maybe we come back and back test and then start a real 1-2 and go. It could be a possibility. I expect DEGEN to run later than most, so it's not really a concern for me to. It's not something that if I'm being honest, I expect XLM, Chainlink, maybe even Jasmy to run before DEGEN. ASST. DEGEN's kind of the silent play when when everything else is running, they're not going to know what to do. And so this is going to be something that's not really doing much, and then it's going to go crazy, in my opinion, right? Because I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. These are just my ideas, and these are just my levels. So we have some levels to the downside, especially if we invalidate this. We close down below 1039. Yeah, we're targeting this 916 area, possibly even to back test this sell side wall, and then get going. Let's take a look at. It's oversold. It's oversold. We've done what we didn't want to do. We came down below the moving average on the RSI. I was talking about that last week, the week before. just don't want to close down below it, because now we're in a steep downtrend. You know, MACD looks pretty ugly, pretty bearish. That's deep red. Right before you even think about seeing something to the upside, we got to slow down. We got to slow down. It's just like crypto's a punching bag for market makers. They're like, you know what? If we want to feel better about ourselves, we'll go mess with crypto, and all the crypto communities will just go crazy and panic and eat eat each other alive. But with all seriousness, we are getting, you know, pretty oversold on the Fu Manchu, and the stochastic is going sideways. If you're interested in the Fu Manchu, this bad boy right there, it's free of charge, the Fu Manchu. It's a little bit of both the MACD and RSI level. You got stochastics, you got bearish momentum, you got bullish momentum, you got possible areas of entry, right? Possible areas of exits. All right, we're looking for this for this indicator, areas where you're really oversold with green dots are potentially good buy areas. You know, being overbought with the stochastic up at 100 with the red dot, potential sell areas. So just kind of doing the wave right now. It doesn't look great in terms of just overall crypto. There's a lot of red going on. I mean, it's not just crypto. It's, you know, traditional stocks as well. There is some good stocks that are going on, but for the most part, these are, I like to think of these stocks as, you know, pretty solid stocks, and a little bit of red, a little bit of green. It's not a totally red day, but it's a totally red day for crypto. Let's just get that straight. ASST is kind of going down as well. Silver's ripping, it's gripping and ripping. So DEGEN, you know, we're trying to, like I said, stay above that. I did draw this out, so I was looking for the bounce, something like this right through here, right through there, just like that. We're going to add another little area, little sell side wall. I mean, the fact that this is so steep, it leads me to believe that this is a, you know, the flush out that you typically get before reversal. You know, steep flush out, get anybody. Now you're kind of trickling down and getting anyone who entered leverage. There's just not a lot of sell side. I mean, it's very confusing because it's been sold off for so long. There can't be that much sell pressure. It's more so, you know, market makers just, you know, with the algorithms, you know, just sell, buy. Something like that, just layered. When you get down, I mean, a lot of these, they're wickless candles. These are wickless candles. These are scam candles. There's two back-to-back scam candles. All right, wickless to the upside. You know, it's just so many wickless candles straight down. I don't know. I don't buy it. If you're new to the channel, I am a big proponent of calling out the market manipulation of exchanges. Right? It's illegal what they're doing, but they continue to get away with it. I mean, it's both directions. This one kind of has a little bit of a wick, but you get what I'm saying. There's one direction. There's one decisive direction by exchanges, by trillionaires, billionaires, whoever. I mean, it's a $22 million asset. You don't have to be a trillionaire to manipulate this. But in general, when you get, you know, I mean, there's so many. I can call out so many. You go to Bitcoin, hardly ever any, because it's harder to manipulate. Right? It's over $1 trillion asset, so you can't just sprinkle some money here and there, get it to do what you want, and go from there. But overall, it's still intact. When you zoom in like this, you can definitely see that we're running up on this, you know, this first wave right here, this 1-2 setup. If this is a 5-wave setup, if we have a 1-2, if you have like an A, B, C, come down in a fourth and get a fifth. All right, if you have 5 up, which we do, we can come down to a double bottom. We can come all the way down to a double bottom. All right, for some reason, if we think this is a 1, 2, 3, you have like an A, B, C, and this is a fourth, well, it's already been invalidated, so we're going to get lower lows. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, right to the 2. Right to the 2. So you could have an A, B. So you could have a 1, 2. Like we talked about, A, B, C. You have a fourth wave move down. You have a fifth wave move up. So if this is a a second wave, if this is a 1-2 setup, which would be it would be a little bit surprising just because the fact that, DEGEN, a $22 million asset, is ready to run on the third wave compared to other assets. It'd catch me off guard a little bit. Finding support right at that 886 kind of leads me to believe we're in a deep 2. Very deep. Very deep. Past the 786 and you find support at the 886, that's a deep correction. It's the fact that it's such a small asset is the reason why I think it can go crazy. But if this was something that was larger, it'd be difficult because then you got so many. Oh, dang it! You got so many areas to check off, right? You got to get above the 786, the 618, the 382, and then you can start going. But you're wasting so much of your momentum to do that. Then you got to trickle down and back test again. Do you fall through or do you go? Just a lot of opportunities to re-manipulate the market if you are catching on to what I'm saying. And then, let's check out the Fu Manchu on the 4-hour. Red dot, oversold. We have any bullish divergence? Nope. Nope. No, we don't. We do not. Deep in the red for the Fu Manchu. We were looking for possibly, because our sites go on closes, you do have, they include wicks, but, you do have, you have lower lows. So, no bearish divergence, no bullish divergence. Just oversold, but we're used to it. Doesn't faze us. We live in the fire. We're firemen. We live in the fire. So that's what I got for DEGEN. We have some levels to the downside, right? We have some levels to the downside. I do want to get rid of this actually, or move it. I don't know what this is. There we go. Okay, we got levels to the downside. We got this pesky 1558. We really need to get above this 1558. Really need to get above that, and we're up at that 222 area and beyond, right? Just like Buzz Lightyear, up and away, to infinity and beyond. If you're interested in joining the Discord, it's free. It'll be linked in the description below. I also offer a Patreon membership. You get to vote Tuesday through Thursday. Fridays are exclusive content. Cover macro labs. We do a profit lab series. You get instant chart updates such as DEGEN. If we come up to that 1379, it'll be updated. And without further ado, I appreciate your time. I thank you for stopping by. As always, take it easy. Peace.